Hello everyone, and welcome to the game of World of Warships. So I'm back from TwitchCon, and I'm back to my regular video schedule now. And in today's video, I'm in the Atlanta, at tier 7, US cruiser. I'm on the map Trap. It's a tier 8 battle, so it could be worse, could be better. There is a carrier and a submarine, so I guess it is worse. Now Rook provided a smoke screen here for me. The problem is I just really don't have an awful lot of range. So getting shots from there is gonna be tricky, so I decided I'm just gonna charge the center. Now unfortunately I get spotted here. This is the most dangerous part. Bayern can shoot me, the Amari can shoot me, and well, I found the Sims here. Also, since I'm currently mildly panicking because I'm spotted in the planes, I don't realize that I'm shooting ammo piercing, so I'm starting this game off with potato. Just imagine how much better this would be going if I actually shot the high explosive, but I didn't. So, yeah. And I still haven't realized that I've armor piercing loaded. The thing is, the Atlanta is a ship where I very rarely shoot armor piercing, so I didn't give it much thought. I thought I had high explosive loaded, and I didn't pay enough attention to my shells. Be that as it may though, I have to stop here. I wanted to go further after the Sims, but first I need to dodge the torpedoes, and I'm not, I'm not brave enough to think I can make it through this gap and not get stuck on an island or something. So I waited to let the torpedoes pass. Unfortunately, my division mate is already on the other side and engaging the enemies, and yeah, it's too late here to something. I could still charge around here, by the way, and take out the Sims, but here's the problem, right? There's a Nagato, well, there's a Warspite here. We also know there's a Nagato here. And as in Atlanta, you are like one salvo away from being death struck at any time a battleship looks at you. So what I'm trying to do here is reverse. Now I could go forward and try to sink both of these destroyers. If I'd managed to switch to our explosive, that might even work. Well, I mean, it's a gamble, as I said. You see like this salvo of overpens, basically what it did to me. Also, it's even worse. There is a submarine towards my left. Right, we can see the sub here. So I'm not sure I could have gone for the gamble if I get only overpenned by the Nagato and the Warspite. I mean, I could go in, shoot those, and try to make it towards the island. There are also more ships up there that might shoot me. I didn't feel like it was worth the risk for now, so I'm gonna safely back up here and see what we can do. Now I do have a friendly sub here, I do have an Ashitaka here. I almost have a radar ready, so I'm hoping that I can somehow radar those destroyers and a ship can find shots. We do have an Atlanta down there, that means it's gonna be out of range. Our other battleships here are not gonna be much help. I mean, don't think the Venture will care about the center. So I'm radaring here. I found the Benson, but the Benson is once again already retreating. The Sims is on the other side. It's a shame that we don't... Well, we have a carrier technically that could do things. But... I mean, sure, the carrier is approaching. Also, by the way, the Warspite is now YOLOing in. Now, if I can ambush that Warspite with torpedoes, that would work. There is also still the submarine problem, right? You can see the submarine is still here. This is not an easy position to be in. And I'm desperately trying to figure out if I can get shots at something. Now, I don't want to be too far away from the island, because the further you're away, the more easy it is for somebody to lob shells at you. I also need, like, this part of the island, a submarine protection, right? I can't afford to get, like, a line of nose torps from the submarine. I would like to shoot the Nagato, I just can't find a really good position for that, and I'm detected, that's the submarine, so I need to reverse again. Now, the submarine is currently not hunting me, right? It's probably pinged the Ashitaka. And the Warspite keeps coming in. If the Warspite comes around here, I might be able to torp ambush it, but now it looks like it's turning away. Ashitaka is almost dead, at which point the enemy submarine will just keep going after me. And oh wait! The Sims is now... I'm not sure what the Sims is doing. I mean, here's the thing, it's a Sims, right? It could just, you know, leave this cap and then try to play the torp game. It can stealth torp.
All stations reporting
And down goes the Sims. And finally, I've realized I've been shooting ammo piercing all this time. You know, sometimes you just potato a bit. But this is fine. Well, fine is relative. So, okay, there is the enemy sub. It's visible. So I'm gonna shoot it. Question is, like, the Warspite is leaving. Can I make it towards the sub and depth charges? Okay, the sub dives, I'm no longer detected. If the sub can't detect me, oh. See, that was cruiser. But that were cruiser shells. And there weren't that many, and you already saw what they did to me. Atlanta is definitely a squishy ship. Okay, so submarine can spot me because it's diving. This destroyer is smoking. So now I'm gonna go for it, right? Gonna try to depth charge the sub, try to lob shells at the Benson. I mean, you know, I have the, like, legendary captain. I'd get a bonus for a double strike. Okay. Keep shooting the Benson, idiot. So, got the sub. Did not get the Benson. The Benson was taken out by the carrier.
The ship is on fire.
Now the good news is I'm undetected again, right? Because the Warspite is now behind the smoke screen, and there is nothing else. So just checking that this doesn't get me detected. So now we shoot the Warspite, and the Warspite keeps coming this way. So we might be able to torpedo that Warspite a bit. Yeah, let's see. I mean, our friendly sub is diving, so it shouldn't be blocking any shells. I'm gonna raider here. Now, this is my last raider, but I mean, I do wanna keep seeing the Warspite and still alive. Honestly, I think what really helped here is that with the island, he might have had to aim higher than he wanted to get the shells on top of the island. So he only hit the superstructure, or maybe it was just bad dispersion. Now, I've held my shots a little bit. I wanted to not be detected. I'm getting pretty low here. Nobody has got an actually good hit into me, which is the only reason I'm still alive. But I'm still pretty low. Now, I'm currently camping. That's good news. And there's an Algerie coming here, right? So, yeah, that's probably the target I'm gonna engage next. Just have to figure out if I can afford to... I mean, I can always hack the island a lot tighter. But the Algerie is pretty low. I think I can get that pretty quickly. Hopefully. So I don't have to worry too much about any return fire. Yeah, it's not shooting me. Okay then. Now, ship-wise, this is a pretty close game. Points-wise, we are just running away with the points, so that's good news, I guess. My next plan would be to probably shoot at Nagato. Now I have to be very careful. I've already probably gone a bit too far here. I mean, I can't afford to be spotted, right? So I can't be like, you know, I need to reverse a little bit more with this island. Being in Atlanta is certainly an exciting thing, right? I mean, it's one of the reasons I think I like the Atlanta, because the Atlanta can perform very well. You just have to be very careful. Of course, you know, a lot of situations, if the enemies are too far away, we'll have no good answer for an Atlanta other than patience and drinking beer. Because, you know, it would be boring sitting around otherwise. Now, the carrier is coming in for the Tallinn right now. I hope I might be far enough in the back that I can shoot the Nagato. And maybe I'm not. Okay. That's a shame. Wait, it's not the Nagato that's spotting me, it's the Mars. So if I keep reversing though, the island might protect me from Nagato retaliation, or at least that's the hope, right? The island there on my left, that peak there should be enough. Which is also why I keep reversing. Can't afford to get Nagato here. There is also a Prince charging in, possibly a Weimar coming as well. Now, there is a Repulse here with us, well, with me, and the Tallinn. So this is going to be all sort of exciting soon, possibly. Now I can currently shoot the Weimar, I'm getting plane detected, but it's fine. Nobody can shoot me, I think. Okay. So we've lost the Tallinn to the enemy carrier. Nothing to be done about this, but between the Repulse and me, we should be able to finish off that Weimar. Or maybe the Tallinn gets revenge. Meanwhile, this Mars has been getting awfully close. Oh, it's slowing down. That's good. I mean, Atlanta shells have a very long flight time, so hitting a moving target, it's a lot harder than sitting one that's sitting still, obviously. Now, I'm afraid I can't quite... Also, by the way, why is the radar circle here not on? I only just... Wait. It is on. Surveillance radar detection range 0. Ah, okay, because I'm out of charges of radar anyway. I was just wondering why it isn't displayed on the minimap, but it doesn't matter, I don't have any radar charges anymore. And I got Confederate, so I've got a nice buff now. So ship-wise, this is getting better and better. The Prince is hydroing me. While being hydroed, it's very unlikely that I'm gonna torp it, but I'm still gonna try. Nothing to lose here. But I'm detected, so by the time I can shoot it, there is a good chance it can shoot back. There is also... Well, the Repulse is leaving, it looks like. We've lost our road spotting while I'm still being hydroed. So in a situation like this, I'm definitely gonna not wait here, because he's gonna get off the first salvo, and that's probably more than enough. So instead, why don't we ignore the Prince? It has almost shots at me, and go after the Mars instead.
Our victory is in sight.
Now it looks like we're gonna lose the Repulse here. But you know, it's 4 against 3 ships, but we do have all the cap circles, and we do have quite a few points. It's still 6 minutes to go though. So the carrier is trying to drop me. Meanwhile, I'm trying to shoot the Mars while staying safe from the Prince. Almost got the Mars. Now I just need my shells to deliver the final hit. Also, I'm no longer hydroing. Mars is dealt with.
Destroyer sunk.
But I mean, Prince also has torpedoes, and there might still be some Mars torpedoes in the water somewhere. So I would say it's a pretty likely win on our part, although our carrier is not that far in the back. So if the Prince would finish me off, kill our carrier, I don't know. The enemy carrier is also still around and might hunt down our low health ships. But honestly, it's looking pretty good. Let's just put it like this. So here come the planes. Oh, he's eating some flak there. He's still attacking, but... Well, he failed to hit the basically stationary Atlanta. That's good news for me. What's also good news is the carrier is actually detected. It's for some reason getting closer to me so I can shoot it. Meanwhile... Oh no, wait, it's running. But it is close enough to shoot. Meanwhile, the Prince has actually sailed on the other side, so it can't even help its carrier. So what our team can do is just focus down that carrier and then deal with the Prince on its own. So that's very nice. And I citadeled it with high explosive. Okay, so there's no hydro going. The Prince is very close. We're gonna launch some torps. I've already got my Kraken. Will I get a 6th kill? Yeah, I think that's looking pretty damn good. So that turned out to be a surprisingly well battle, especially since I potatoed the start. It took me way too long to switch to high explosive. That seems could have potentially been gone a lot earlier. But be that as it may, it was a fun battle. Now, I obviously got a bit lucky, you know, as I said earlier. Every time a battleship shoots you, you are potentially gonna die. And I didn't. So that's nice. Got some planes in the process, and there was a little bit of patience needed in the center, but ultimately it was a lot of fun, quite successful. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this, and I'll see ya next time.